And so I will moderate this part of the conversation. You can type your questions in the chat. Since we're less formal now, we can also—
Where the hell is the chat?
We can also unmute as we are able. We do have a lot of people in the 2 Zoom rooms, so that can make it a little bit difficult to moderate, to talk as easily, but I'll do my best to help with that. And again, many, many thanks to Christy, Hannah, and to Michael. Thank you very much. Okay. The floor is now open mic or open chat, as the case may be on Zoom, for any questions that people might have about ballet, just talking about your love of ballet, wine, and cheese kinds of questions.
I think, Janine, we might have a question from Virginia.
Okay, I see a question from Virginia. Virginia, can you unmute and ask your question? Perfect.
Can you hear me, Janine?
Yes, I can, Virginia. Thank you.
Hi, sorry about the noise before. This has just been absolutely wonderful, and I'm glad we're getting back to the ballet a little bit, because I'm very curious how you envisioned this concept and how you see the intersection of ballet, wine, and cheese, 3 of your loves. So if you could tell us your interests.
Well, thank you, Virginia. This idea came out of a love of really 4 things, which is the ballet, wine, cheese, and people. And a way to get people together during the pandemic was what inspired us to do this event. I had experienced the wine and cheeses with the Shaps and with Hannah and Michael already, so I knew how great it was. And then the great joy is that Katie dances in the Charlottesville Ballet Academy, and the Shaps do so much for the Charlottesville Ballet, and so they were so willing to do this. So it's really been a family affair, and really been an affair of love. So that's where it comes. I have some other remarks, but I'm going to hold them now because I do see a question online about when and how can we see the Charlottesville Ballet online, which is a good question for Emily to answer.
I would be delighted. So we have basically all virtual season. The best place is our website, charlottesvilleballet.org, but in my opening remarks, we have an event coming up on February 20th. It's our Breaking Barriers, celebrating the work of Keith Lee, our Director of Diversity and Inclusion. But you can also find us. We have open rehearsals for donors and sponsors. If anyone would love to see us virtually, please do. I'll put my email in the comments, and I would love for you to reach out. We would love to invite you to all of our creative, pivoted virtual programming. So thanks.
Wonderful. Let's see. I have another question, which is, can you tell us about the Nutcracker experience at the Charlottesville Ballet?
Sure. I think some of our friends here on the Wine and Cheese event were also guests at our virtual Nutcracker Gala event. We had portions of our dancers this year filmed from here in Charlottesville to another great region, Oregon, another wine region, and also in Tokyo. We produced a gala event on December 13th and got to pay all of our artists that were contracted for a Nutcracker and put together a whole event virtually. We included some footage from our past productions, which I know Katie Shaps has been a part of, and we have hundreds of children who participate each year. So the Nutcracker, for most ballet companies, produces about 50% of the ticket revenue, and that's something we are anxiously awaiting for the go-ahead and green light for a Nutcracker in 2021. So if we can't see you all and gather together in the theater, we will be doing something virtually. Stay tuned.
So for me, the 3 things that connect Charlottesville Ballet, Michael Shaps Wine and Cheese is joie de vivre, sense of place, and celebration during the pandemic. So I do just want to say that joie de vivre, I think we've all experienced in this wonderful wine tasting, and people have been putting chat messages, and I've been getting cell phone messages, thank you, from people who are enjoying this so much. So I think the joie de vivre speaks for itself. the sense of place, I want to mention that we have France, Charlottesville. We also have, where's my little notes here? A number of places from the United States. I could just have to wing it because I don't see it in my notes. But I know Maryland, New Jersey, Virginia, Pennsylvania, Florida, Northern Virginia, Charlottesville. It's been a great sense of place. And of course, with wine, we have terroir.
I unmuted us.
The wine is from. And we also have the sense of the localism in the cheese that Hannah has so kindly explained to us today. And Atlanta, thank you. Yes, I forgot to mention Georgia, good friends from there. So we have a lot of places online. And so the sense of place is what draws us together, but also the sense of community across the online, across the internet. It's been quite challenging for us on all the pandemic, but the show must go on, and this show has gone on in a very good way. And for me in particular, being able to have this great wine and cheese in the comfort of my home, in my study, where I spend quite a lot of time, and sharing it all with you has been fantastic. So together we get to experience a unique sense of place. And mostly we have joy because we're celebrating together. The Charlottesville Ballet Wine and Cheese are connected through people, and you who have gathered together today support this unique time together. So I want to thank you with that. So those are the remarks that I wanted to say for sure. Now we can see if there are any more questions. People are welcome to come and go as they need. At this point in our gathering together. Other questions? I can't see because I'm the moderator, I can't see the Zoom windows. So if people are raising their hands, I'm going to ask my littlest helper people to call on people and let me know.
We have our first question from Nancy. You can go ahead, Nancy.
Yes, we're wondering why Michael keeps his daughter in a cave.
Well, actually, Hannah, you can show the doors of the cave. It's actually has metal gate, that almost like a prison door gates. And so yeah, they've all been locked in there from time to time. Don't worry.
Is that why you make so many trips to France?
I put them out every so often.
Oh, he comes for the cheese. He stays for the daughter.
We're
We're gonna be honest. And the pastries. I think we hit the pastries harder than the cheese this time.
A good answer. We enjoyed the cheeses. We enjoyed the wines very much, both the white and the red.
Thank you guys. That's good to hear. Thank you.
Those people just came from Exton and from Westchester, Pennsylvania. I know them pretty well. That's my mom and my aunt, her identical twin, and my uncle on that.
And your mother enjoyed the wine too.
Yes, and Janine, I cannot walk across the kitchen without aid after I drank all that wine.
Well, I know you're staying with Aunt Nancy and Uncle Ron, so don't drive. So
Right. I won't.
She was very good.
Okay, we enjoyed it very much, Janine.
thanks, Mom.
I see some comments about visiting Burgundy. So that's definitely, post-pandemic, something, if someone's interested, would be fun to do. This is a rental property, and I'd be happy to organize visits and tastings. And it would be great if there was Albemarle alumni coming to Burgundy and to the wine region. A lot of cool things are happening here, and it's definitely been fun to live here. There's a couple of UVA alums too I ran into, which is funny, but I don't think any Albemarle alums.
Mute and unmute.
Great. Okay, I'll give the traditional last chance for anybody who wants to comment and unmute. We've had a great experience. I see people are ready to go lead a trip of Albemarle High School alumni to France. I think I'm ready to go to Burgundy. I can't wait. So I look forward to that. And I think that we're all very happy to know that we can gather in this way, but there's a chance in some months, maybe longer than we'd like, but in some months that there is hope now for a vaccine so that we can gather both in person at wineries. And also I hope we continue this tradition of the Zoom gatherings, because the silver lining in this Zoom gathering is we have Georgia, we have Florida, we have Maryland, we have Virginia, we have New Jersey, we have Pennsylvania, we have France. And this is something that's really cool. And it's a dimension that we really didn't have before the pandemic. So that is a bit of the silver lining.
Janine, we do have a question from Luke. Can I go ahead and
Please.
ask Luke? Luke's iPad is all I have.
What is the question, Luke?
Speak up.
How many
Winery recommendations near.
Paris
Ah,
or in Paris?
Uh-huh.
do we have a winery recommendation in or near Paris? Is that it?
That is.
Thank you, Luke.
Your Michael's muted. My father's unmute yourself. On the bottom. One more time.
There we go. I'm on. I don't know of any wineries in Paris, and there aren't anything really close except for Champagne is the closest region to Paris. So that would be the first stop. And then Chablis after that as you head into Burgundy, but about an hour away from the nearest wine region from Paris.
Thank you. All right, thank you. Well, if anybody wants to follow up, you've seen my name. I'm really easy to find on the internet. You just type in my name in Virginia and it will come up to my University of Virginia webpage, and you can email me directly and I can relay questions. You can also, because you all know how to purchase the wine, you all know how to get to the Michael Shaps wine URL, and because you've seen the Charlottesville Ballet URL and it's been in the chat as well. So you know how to reach us at Charlottesville Ballet. So we want you all to stay in touch, and we enjoyed this all very much for you. Thank you everybody for coming. This was really a tremendously fun experience. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Janine.
Thank you, Michael.
Janine,
Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, fun. That was wonderful. Thank you very much. Especially that Stilton and red wine, the Verdot combination. Fantastic. Thank you.
Thanks, DB. That was my brother.
All right, we're looking
All
forward.
right, I'm gonna close the meeting now.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank
Safe travels
you.
home, everybody that's traveling, and especially make sure you get home
Yeah.
safely, Hannah. Good night now. Goodbye now, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.